Hello, and welcome to the latest instalment of Market Financial Solutions Conversations with Connor. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to take a moment to share a quick disclaimer. Market Financial Solutions are a bridging loan and buy-to-let mortgage provider and are not legal, financial, investment, or tax advisors. This document is for informational purposes only and does not and should not be considered to constitute legal, financial, investment, or tax advice, or be relied upon by any person to make a legal, financial, investment, or tax decision. Therefore, investors are encouraged to seek appropriate professional advice. The opinions and views expressed in this episode are personal to the host and may not reflect the views of Market Financial Solutions. Now let's get started. On top of the regular types of news stories this month, we've had some bombshells which will definitely have an unexpected impact on property investors. Legislative news concerning the buy-to-let market specifically will likely sway how landlords adapt over the coming months. The big piece of news was that a new bill introduced to Parliament proposes banning upward-only rent reviews for new UK commercial leases. The proposal is just that for now, a proposal, and we still need to see how the market adapts should it come to fruition. But if it's anything like the reaction to the Renters' Rights Bill, we're likely to see many commercial landlords sell up over the coming months. From our perspective, obviously this is good news as it may create opportunities for buyers. And on the Renters' Rights Bill, it's now been confirmed that it won't become law until the autumn. There's no more time to debate the bill before the summer recess, meaning residential landlords have a bit more time to prepare, which is always good news. Also, related to this, landlords were urged to respond to a new Decent Homes Standard consultation in early July. Landlords need to make sure they're on top of this, as it's also being proposed that fines for non-compliance with these kind of rules, with the standard, could rise from £30,000 now to £40,000. The rental market at large had a surprising amount of good news in July. Landlords benefited from a rise in buy-to-let mortgage availability, according to Moneyfacts, with there being 4,144 deals available by early July, which was the highest number seen since its electronic records began back in 2011. Also, UK Finance have reported that new buy-to-let loans advanced came to 58,437 in the first quarter of 2025, which was just shy of a 40% year-on-year rise. Appetite is there, and there's plenty to put this funding towards at the moment too. In London alone, nearly 45,000 new listings were recorded in June, which was the highest level seen in 4 years. Other corners of the market are revealing their potential too. Buy Association found that demand for second step homes is on the rise as first-time buyers are starting to plan for the long term and started to think for the long term. Slowly but surely, people are moving up the ladder, let alone, getting on it, which we're seeing more of. Some, as they progress in life, may be thinking about coastal properties for a weekend escape or to let out themselves. These thoughts may be especially prevalent at the moment with how uncharacteristically the weather's been. On this, analysis from Rightmove found that homes with a sea view command an average premium of £88,000 on those without. Still, I'm not giving investment advice and no one should ever rush into anything. Separate research from Rightmove revealed that first-time buyer demand has grown in UK cities over the past decade, while interest in those coastal regions has actually stalled. So as always, evidently, the right investment will depend on individual circumstances and individual research. Looking ahead more generally, it looks like all sorts of assets could be coming to the market over the next few years, so long as plans pan out. The government has announced plans to build around 300,000 social and affordable homes through its new £39 billion Social and Affordable Homes programme. And residential construction projects jumped by 49% between the first and second quarter of this year. The motivation is there, and some of our biggest house builders have actually agreed to pay a total of £100 million towards affordable housing programmes following a CMA investigation. Accessing these properties and other assets like them is set to become easier too for the more typical borrower. For better or worse, the Bank of England has relaxed mortgage lending rules, allowing banks to issue a higher proportion of loans at greater income multiples. Regulators have been asked to revise how its loan-to-income flow limit or limits is implemented, enabling individual lenders to exceed the current 15% cap on high loan-to-income lending, provided that the market-wide limit remains intact. In layman terms, this could make it easier for first-time buyers to get on the ladder. The FCA has also simplified mortgage rules to make it easier for borrowers to remortgage with a new lender and reduce their mortgage term. While the government has introduced a permanent mortgage guarantee scheme aiming to help home buyers secure a property with deposits as low as 5%. Whether all of this will work out as intended or create new issues in the property market over the long term remains to be seen, obviously, but it will create heightened activity in the immediate term, and property investors can get ahead of this. There is evidence that borrowers are turning to the specialist market as the market hots up, with data showing bridging use is on the rise just as property fall-throughs jump. Remember, bridging loans can help with chain breaks and property fall-throughs so long as it matches the underlying borrower's circumstances. House price-wise, we faced a bit of a mixed picture this month. Nationwide had house prices falling by 0.8% in June, while Halifax found that house prices remained pretty much stable in June. In England, the average house price rose by 1.3% in May, according to ONS data, and 0.5% in Wales. Yet, research from Zoopla found that 8 in 10 homes have seen their values increase by more than 5% since the pandemic. Moreover, around 1 million homes saw their values jump by around 50%, or just over £117,000 on average. Despite GDP shrinking and inflation rising, the property market keeps on chugging along. Transactions rose by 42% in May, offsetting a 66% drop in activity that occurred in April after the stamp duty holiday ended. Let us all keep on pushing. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next month. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. You can access our previous episodes in all the usual places, as well as on our website at www.mfsuk.com/podcast. See you next time.